You've probably met someone like this. Someone who listens to you so deeply that you start to forget your boundaries. Someone who knows your fears before you even speak them. Who mirrors your emotions. Who makes you feel seen, understood, and safe. Until suddenly, you realize you're being led somewhere you never agreed to go. Most people think the most dangerous personalities are cold, emotionless, or obviously manipulative. But the truth is much darker. The most dangerous people are the ones who feel your emotions and can still choose to use them against you. These are dark empaths. A dark empath isn't emotionless. They're not a psychopath. They're not a narcissist who can't read your feelings. In fact, a dark empath often has more emotional understanding than most people. But they pair that empathy with darker traits: Machiavellian strategy, narcissistic charm, and a level of emotional intelligence that cuts like a blade. They understand exactly how you feel, and that gives them control. Imagine someone who can sense when you're insecure, when you're lonely, when you're vulnerable. But instead of helping you, they use that knowledge to pull you closer, soften your defenses, or make you dependent on them emotionally. Psychologists describe this as cognitive empathy mixed with Dark Triad tendencies. It's empathy without compassion, insight without restraint, understanding without morality. Dark empaths don't win through force. They win through connection. They read micro-expressions, tone changes, emotional shifts. They know what to say to make you trust them. They know when to apologize, when to stay silent, when to pretend to care, and when to show just the right amount of vulnerability to keep you close. And the scariest part? Most dark empaths weren't born this way. They were shaped by childhood wounds, trauma, rejection, emotional inconsistency. They learned early that understanding people kept them safe. They learned to study emotions, not because they loved people, but because it helped them survive. Over time, empathy became a tool, not a feeling. But here's the warning you need to hear. A dark empath is not always aware of the damage they cause. They genuinely believe they're helping you, guiding you, or protecting you. But in reality, they're weaving a psychological web, one made of connection, guilt, charm, and emotional closeness that's impossible to escape until it's too late. If you've ever felt seen, but also drained, loved, but also controlled, understood, but somehow lost, you may have crossed paths with a dark empath. So here's the insight most people never hear. A dark empath's power only works when you ignore your boundaries. The moment you trust your intuition, their influence breaks. And I'll leave you with this. If you've ever experienced someone like this, or if you're wondering whether you might have dark empathy yourself, talk about it in the comments. Your story might help someone who doesn't yet realize what they're dealing with. Because sometimes the most dangerous people are the ones who know exactly how you feel and choose to use it.